Chief.
Loud and clear.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am back as your host with the most, Man Greg, and I'm joined with the most interesting guy to hang out with from the other side, Mr. T. You look like you are running out of power.
Ruto must go. Ruto and KPLC must go.
Ladies and gentlemen, hey, let me introduce you to my friend. Bo, come here. Come here. These people want to say hi while Tim works on his KPLC. So this is Bo. This is the new podcast guy. The dog with the most. Yes, I'm your host with the most. Man, Greg, say hi. Say hello. Say hello. Yeah, today we'll be doing the podcast with Mr. Bo right here because my friend Tim is having some electrical issues. Tim is out of the pod. Look at this man's podcast. Meanwhile, ask me and Bo a question. Bo, look there. Look, hi. Say hi. Wave hi. Oh, there we go, hi. And this is
I'm
Mr.
back.
Tim. Mr. Tim, I was keeping the audience entertained.
I think at this juncture,
Yes.
one thing is clear.
What is clear, Chief?
Ruto must go.
Chief, how have you been?
They sold KPLC to Adani and it's apparently affecting me over here.
Yeah, this man was facing some blackout. But we are glad you are back, Chief. And
Yes.
welcome to Heart of the Matter, where we talk about anything sports and matters trending worldwide. As I said, I'm your host, Man Greg, and I'm joined with this man here.
Yours truly, almost.
Yes,
Yeah.
and today we have a small friend of ours in studio. Yeah, he will be around if you need him. Anyway, Chief,
Yes, sir.
to begin, I know you don't like dogs, but that's why I had to put my dog down. This man does...
Why are you putting me on the spot?
Like, you're not a dog person. You are more of like a...
Who said?
Oh, you like dogs?
Who said I like dogs and who said I don't like them?
Chief, let's go straight into it. Let us forget the dog issue.
Yes.
That is rumors. Anyway, Chief, I have something that happened this week. Interesting thing.
Uh-huh.
Bro, we've never talked about customer service, but bro, I experienced the best customer service of my life.
Tell me about it.
Bro, I have been working in this place for 5 years and they decided to reward me with a $5 Starbucks gift card.
You've never received a... Oh my goodness.
Why are you laughing? They celebrated my 5th anniversary with a $5 Starbucks gift card. And so, usually I avoid Starbucks because I don't understand some of their... how some of their coffee is pronounced, Chief. Starbucks has a whole new vocabulary over there.
You just go to TikTok and then learn a lot of... Yeah.
But anyway, I went there, bro.
I think that's some friend of mine. I'm not a huge Starbucks guy, so I rarely go there. But a friend of mine told me if you want to know the new lattes in town and cappuccinos in town, you go to TikTok.
Oh, so I didn't know any of that. So what I did otherwise is I went to the site and then I looked at what I want, and they were having this peppermint macchiato.
Okay.
It sounded something good, and it was in a Christmas cup. So I went and I ordered for that. Though after getting that peppermint macchiato, bro, this customer, the person who served me the coffee said, "Is that all?" I said, "Yes." And he said, "Okay, thank you so much, and see you tomorrow." Chief, I didn't know that.
Were you
only
served by a lady or a guy?
It was a man, but the fact that he told me, "See you tomorrow," it's like I work with him. It's like that is a place I should go back. It was just that
So-
one line. I've never
that-
gone to
that's-
any place where they
That's your
told me.
best customer service experience.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
You don't feel it being very interesting?
They were just marketing. Ruto must go. At this junction, Ruto must go. Now, Chief, I'm sorry, man. I've been a champion, or I've been a Jay-Z champion for the longest, eh?
Uh-huh.
And it feels like Adani is haunting me from wherever they are.
Chief,
Not knowing I have natural light.
no, but one thing you should understand, you know, one thing I like about this podcast, it's training you on production, Chief. Production, a lot of things go wrong, things go haywire, sometimes everything goes straight. I remember one time we had a whole production done, only to get to the editing room and we never captured any audio, Chief.
Oh, that's messed up.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to the topic that we were talking about, your best customer service experience.
Yes.
I feel like, I mean, it's the perspective that matter, which in your case you feel like this was a cordial invite for you to come back again.
Yeah, there's just a feeling of
they
like
come
these
back
people
again.
knew me. Yeah.
There's-
Chief,
there's
you know
that
if someone
song.
tells
Do you know that song?
yeah, it come back
And
again.
then like,
I know that
and then
song.
Like da da
Ta, 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 ta.
yeah. Okay. So you were cordially invited to come back again.
Bro, that thing made me like I personally felt really, it's like I was so much appreciated with them. That one line. And that reminds me, Disney. Do you know why Disney is booming?
Yeah. Have you been to Disney, by the way?
I've not been to Disney, but if you have, you can confirm this for me. I was
Yes, I went there. It was an amazing experience. I think 2019 Christmas. No, not 2019. 2021. Was it before COVID or?
It must have been after COVID because 2019, that's a little.
Yeah.
I think I remember when you posted you at Disney. I think it was
2021.
2021.
Yeah, it was
When
it
Milwaukee
a
was
nice-
winning.
Yeah, 2021. It was a nice experience, to be honest. I'm not a huge fan of those roller coasters, but just to be in Disneyland, they say that's the happiest, the most.
Place on earth.
Yeah, the happiest place on earth. So
Is it?
I mean, it depends on how you view it. The roller coasters, they almost killed me.
I thought my bed was
Why-
the happiest place on earth.
Yeah.
But
That's
it's
right.
Disney.
I mean, that's the marketing strategy. But
But-
it was amazing. What the ambience, because it was during Christmas, so the ambience they were singing, it reminded me of my toddler days when we used to watch the Donald Duck, those Christmas movies. So they played all those Christmas carols. They brought in a Christmas theme, and then in the evening there were fireworks and stuff. It was amazing. I loved that experience. But the roller coaster part, I didn't really enjoy that much. But every other thing else, and to see almost 100,000 people in one place, if I'm not wrong, maybe more, it was amazing. So the whole day you're just walking from one place to another. If you go there, I would advise you invest in good shoes. Invest in good shoes, because the whole day you'd be walking.
Yeah.
From one ride to another, and there's a lot of food. There are kids playing. If you believe in these fairy tale superheroes and kings and queens, they're all there. It's amazing. It's super amazing experience to be there. But yeah, back to the topic you're talking about. Your best customer service experience, and I feel like some of these things, the reason as to why I laughed is because I feel like the environment we are kind of dictate a lot. on how we tend to forget certain things. Just think certain small courtesy like this, the one this guy showed you, by just telling you, "See you tomorrow." This where we are. You go to the store, nobody cares about your day, nobody cares how you're doing, nobody cares how, you know, if you really got everything you wanted, you know. And I feel like it goes a long way when you just go, and when somebody interacts with you and touch that personal side of you, or that social aspect of you. We rarely get it here, so that's why I understand it's a big deal to me. If I go back, I think what I remember most is something happened to me recently. I went to a doctor's appointment.
Okay.
And it was a follow-up appointment after, so I won't go into details of what appointment it was, but as every now and then you go to the doctor's appointment, they are the ones who always tell you, who ask you, how are you doing? And they're not asking you how are you doing because they're interested in to understand if you're good, or they're interested in how are you doing health-wise.
Yes.
So when he asked me how am I doing, I explained to him how I was faring health-wise, and then I asked him after a while, what about you? How is your day coming along? And Chief, that thing changed the guy's interaction with me. It changed his day.
Wait,
this guy,
you asked the doctor,
yes.
How about you? How are you doing?
Yes, I asked him, how about you? How is your day coming along? How are you doing? And
Hey.
I spent like 30 minutes with him or more. And I kid you not, after every 5 minutes, he kept on saying, I can't believe you asked me how my day was. That's pretty amazing. And then after every 5 minutes, he's like, I can't really believe, nobody has ever asked me. I've been in this profession for over 20 years. Nobody has ever asked me how my day is. You're the first person in my over 20-year career to ask me how my day was. And Chief, that kind of melted my heart. That really, I don't know, it just brought a sense of joy. It brought a sense of happiness that I never had. It taught me something. It's the second time this has taught me something. The first one, maybe I'll mention it sometime, maybe in future. But this one was notable. That Chief, however bad your day is, okay, don't transfer that to other people. Show kindness. Show emotions. And just because you're having a bad day, it does not mean that everybody else is having a bad day. So the least you can do is just to, share these small things that we take for granted. Salutations, asking people how their day is going, how they're faring socially. And I saw this doctor's face lightened. We had a very interesting conversation throughout the entire process. I mean, we were juggling between my health and the social aspect, and it felt like we had known each other for quite some time.
Yeah.
But do you know the most interesting part? So later on, I came to ask a very special doctor that I know that is in my life, is in my life, a friend of mine, very special. I came to ask, why do people in your profession feel that? I mean, I kind of made them understand the incident I experienced, and I asked, why do people in your profession feel that when somebody asks you about your day, it's a big deal? And the response I got was really amazing. The people in the health sector, okay, they feel like they're constantly giving, because they're the ones who constantly ask, how is your day, how are you doing, they're the ones who constantly do the welfare check, if I may use that word. And we are always there because we want something from them, but we don't care to see if they're having a good day, if their day is a success, because probably maybe a doctor has just lost a patient. That takes an emotional toll on you. Maybe you had a very rude patient early in the day. That takes another toll on you. Maybe things are not just going right, and because you're dealing with people's health, there's high stake in what they're doing. So just to reciprocate that kindness, them asking you, they might not mean when they ask you how you're doing, they might not mean they're really interested in to understand how is your social life doing. But if you reciprocate that, then it opens another connection level, for lack of a better word. Now you guys relate at a different level. They feel like they're not here to, because it's human nature when you're constantly giving and your cup is not being filled, you kind of run out of, that compassion. So it explained a lot that in their profession, especially them, they feel like they're constantly giving and they're not receiving in return. So when somebody kind of just pours something into their cup by a kind gesture of just getting to know how you're doing, it goes a long way.
And I totally understand what you're saying, and I agree. And you just struck a nerve, because I think here, moving on, I feel like we should have a call out for people to just check on the doctors too, because you said it and I realized we always just expect the doctor should ask, how are you doing, and this and that, and once they've given us what we need, we are out of that place.
You're out of that place.
We don't even say, hey, and you have a good day. Yeah, it's like they are supposed to. But that's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Just as a summary, I've had people say, and especially here, I've had instances where people confess that they go to hospital because the environment does not give you that cordial, intimate relationship with people around you. People just check into hospital not because they are sick, but because somebody is going to use these kind of words like, please, how may I help you? Do you need something? How can I serve you better? How are you doing? So somebody just checking in a hospital to get these simple things that we take for granted. Because when they're in the hospital, that's when people will address them respectfully. Otherwise, everywhere else, people just talk to them the way they like and people curse at them.
We should really, really acknowledge. And I have some doctor friends, nurses friends. So, man, I hope you all are doing good, man. If you're watching and if you're listening to this podcast, wherever you are, I hope you're doing well. And that explains, do you know this week, truck drivers are very peaceful on the roads. Truck drivers are driving like never before this week, Chief. Do you know why?
Why?
You don't know? Because for the first time, they received a shout out.
From who?
Jake Paul.
Oh, yeah, after the fight?
Bro, truck drivers are ecstatic. They've never been recognized. They have never been acknowledged.
That fight, so I didn't even...
But that is a positive thing that came from that fight, Chief. I don't know, how did you arrange your fight first before we talk about... what did you think about that fight?
First things first, you called it here.
I told you all. This is a showbiz. The reason I knew it's a showbiz, before the fight started, they had already pocketed their revenue. 40M, 20M. Done deal.
I mean...
Since when, bro, but wait, since when did boxing have a clause where someone says, but I understand this because of age and stuff, but Jake kept saying that he was feeling sorry for Tyson because Tyson wasn't landing his punches, he was tired, and so he decided, I don't want to knock this man out. I just want to make it to the 8th round and let him be. Boxing has
Why
become
did-
very,
why did
very
they end up
smooth.
why did they end up in that? Anyway, be it as it may.
Yes.
Okay. I'm proud of Mike Tyson, to be honest. Whether it was showbiz or not, lasting 8 rounds at 58 years old, just knowing that a year ago he almost lost his life. All the things, all the tribulation this man went to jail, all those kind of stuff that he's been through, and then to come back and last 8 rounds against somebody half your age is something that most of us would wish for in every profession that we are in. So salute to the guy. However, when you could see there was no much smoke in that fight.
Like
In
the
fact,
ladies fight.
the curtain raiser that Amanda was rigged, bro.
Yeah, that one. She they robbed her. Bro, with a torn eye, but still,
Oh my goodness.
I enjoyed that ladies fight more than ever, chief. Apart from every punch before it landed, it was some buffering. There was buffering, bro.
And
Netflix
and
could not
everyone
hold
kept
the.
I know.
Netflix
I was
could
watching-
not hold.
Netflix. Oh my god, Netflix. You guys, why did you even take that when you guys were going to, give us some glitches in it?
That's crazy, bro. But that was a match and a half.
The ladies fight, bro. Amanda should. This is something we should talk about.
Talk to me.
Sporting. We should launch a tribunal.
Okay.
And this tribunal should every sports every kind of sport can go to this tribunal. Why am I saying this? We are talking about Amanda's match, right? We are talking about the game. Bucks yesterday lost their game, and then after the game, I don't know if it's the referee. I think the referee, one of the referees in that match, agree that they gave a false foul to Giannis.
I saw.
He didn't have any.
Yeah,
And
to
I'm
make
like-
it end with 1 point.
And I'm like, why? Why are we acknowledging that the referees
Mistakes have
or
happened
the
later.
officials were wrong when the results have already happened? What is that going to... That's why I'm saying we should launch a tribunal. And I don't know how this is going to work. And those are just cases we picked from the last 2 days. These things happen every day in sports.
Yes.
Manchester United lost to West Ham United, and it cost their former manager his job because they awarded a penalty that was not a penalty.
He's pissed. He's a Manchester fan.
These two, and we want to add something there.
What do you want to add? You're very angry.
In this tribunal, dear, we should have a department where we can sue toxic family members.
Why?
That's by the way. We need a tribunal where sports franchise
Yes.
can launch their complaint and get a fair hearing or a fair fair hearing, bro. Because this is affecting so many sports. And what do the coaches, these officials, do they bet? Why are they making these decisions when high stakes are on the line? There's so many questions to this, and we just need answers. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yes, but anyway, that Netflix event, it's the most viewed live event ever on Netflix with like 65 million plus. The fights were good. The first fight, there was this man who was trying to hump, bro. some of these people, like, some people really want fame by all means possible, but whatever the case, it was a very beautiful event. And I just want to take a big switch. You talked about Giannis and yesterday's foul with the Hornets, man. When it comes to Hornets and stuff, but anyway, my point here is tonight. Today is Sunday the 17th, and we have a Super Bowl. An early Super Bowl event. Where today, the Buffalo Bills will be facing none other than the unbeaten since last year Christmas. The greatest team alive today.
The greatest quarterback of all time.
We cannot say the greatest quarterback of all time.
Why? Why? You even boys.
No, there's somebody rang the bell. That's why Bo was angry.
Bo had you. Even your dog had you, and got angry because you're disrespecting Patrick Mahomes.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Patrick Mahomes. Is Patrick Mahomes the greatest quarterback of all time? Patrick Mahomes has faced the greatest quarterback of all time, Mr. Tom Brady, 3 times, of which...
And we forgave him. We forgave him.
Now you're saying you forgave us. You know, bro, I always tell you one thing. When history is being written, there will be no word like forgive. They will not say, Patrick Mahomes was great, but he forgave Tom Brady. It will say, Tom Brady whooped Patrick Mahomes on the 3 times they've met. It is simple. That's why it is the only way for Patrick Mahomes, for me to acknowledge him and say he is indeed the greatest. Match Tom Brady's, is it a Ballon d'Or for them, or what is that thing they carry? You know, I know.
Rings.
No, they always have. What is the cup of a Super Bowl? Lombardi?
Yeah.
Okay, and what do they give the MVP of the Super Bowl?
He's given the MVP.
Yeah, so if you match Tom Brady's, then we can start having a talk. And Patrick Mahomes, you can do it. You're still very young. You are not even. You almost Tom Brady. By the time Tom Brady was retiring,
let me bust that bubble. Patrick Mahomes has surpassed all Brady records except the rings. Talk of rushing yards.
Listen. The reason I'm arguing with you, the game, and you've seen it from boxing to NBA to NFL, the games that those people used to play then, if you compare it to now. Right now, if you just tap someone's shoulder, a flag is thrown on the court. So you can easily do 1,000 yards. Easy. Back then, with Brady, bro, if you get tackled, unless you hit the ground, game on. Bro, you should put that into you should factor that in. Nowadays, bro, anything you do, like just a little tackle, even if it's legal, they have to review and see whether it's real or not. Bro, when those yards that you're saying Mahomes has broken and stuff, I don't want to say he's gotten them easy, but he's gotten them a little bit lenient.
What is Mahomes
compared to the Mahomes time?
Here? What is Mahomes' fault? That he was born in a different generation? Is that what you're trying to say?
It's a different era, and things are getting softer and softer and softer.
That's what you're trying to say.
So, if you're weighing them in a weighing scale, a little bit Brady is still heavy because the times he played, and if you compare with the time, and remember when Brady was coming in, bro. Right now, a team can go 9-0 and nobody's blinking.
Brady went 16-0
during his time, Chief. I'm not saying Mahomes is not the greatest of all time. I'm just saying you are rushing it. You are rushing it.
I think you're losing sight of a gazelle.
No, I know you. I know that line you like saying, but Chief, you are rushing it. Mahomes is getting there. Can he get there? Yes. Can he make it? He
He's
will.
already there.
Why are you
Mahomes
rushing
is the
Chief?
greatest quarterback of all time. Take
Why
it to the
are
bank.
you rushing
Get it
it?
from the horse's mouth. And this is why I'm saying so. Patrick Mahomes, at the age of 28, already has 3 Super Bowl. Okay? Which means he's 4 less Brady.
Then we can call him GOAT then.
At 28, Brady had only 1 Super Bowl.
It is not who arrives first. It is who finishes. Ondiek, I said yesterday, I said in the last podcast, it's not who arrives first. It is who finishes.
We don't care whether Brady played in a different era. That's his own choosing to play in that era.
And that's why I'm saying, give Mahomes time.
Yeah.
Why?
It is our time to arrive.
No,
Brady
the reason
came first. It is our time to arrive.
the reason I'm saying give Mahomes time, bro, and I said in the previous podcast, this man, Tom Brady, was healthy enough to see all the Super Bowls and win the MVPs. And that's the only thing Mahomes hasn't accomplished. Bro, I said, God forbid, if anything were to go on and Mahomes had to miss like a Super Bowl or 2, and he missed the things and did not accomplish like the 7 Super Bowls like his friend, Mr. Tom Brady. We would have this, we will say he was good, but he did not get to the point where Brady got. You get what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. You are rushing it. You are rushing it. Bro, I've never seen anyone in the history being recognized like he was the greatest, but because he was injured or because he retired early, he could be the GOAT. I've never had such a debate. It's always, were you GOAT or were you not? Were you number 1 or number 2? I've never had people debating, even in NBA.
But
have you ever seen someone debating, oh, who is number 3? Who is number 3? Everyone is number 3. Shaquille O'Neal is number 3. Kobe is number 3. Giannis is number 3. Number 1 and 2, we know.
Giannis is number 3.
We know number 1 and 2 is LeBron and Jordan. Everyone else is number 3.
Giannis is number
3.
Since when? What has he accomplished to make him number 3?
Chief.
No, I'm just asking an honest question. What has Giannis done?
Bro, I'm talking of NBA legends.
Giannis does not even fit in. We're not even sure if he's gonna be a Hall of Famer. Rudy Gobert has more accomplishment than Giannis.
Do you think, with all due respect, let me ask you, a one-on-one match between Giannis and Kobe today, who gets the first 5 points?
The first 5 points? Kobe.
Let me respect the dead. Let me not speak.
Kobe.
Let me not speak, ladies and gentlemen.
Why is it that when it comes to now the NBA, you're not talking about eras? But when you come to NFL, you want to bring era shenanigans.
No, I didn't say about era. I'm just comparing because when I mentioned Giannis, I mentioned Shaquille O'Neal, I mentioned Kobe number 3. But when I mentioned Giannis, you blew the roof off. Like he cannot do nothing.
Class. Why are you taking somebody in class 1 and bringing him to class 8? He's not.
Ondiek, this brings me to this, and I hope you can help me on this one.
Okay.
I want us to move to this topic before we heat up very hard.
Okay.
Give me your top 5 2028 USA team.
In what?
In basketball.
Soccer, basketball. Top 5.
You can't mention top 11 soccer players in USA. Do you know even 3? Apart from Who?
I know the great Donovan Mitchell, Clint Dempsey.
Donovan Mitchell?
No. I said Donovan.
Donovan Mitchell?
Donovan. I said Donovan.
I thought he plays for
Mitchell.
Cleveland.
No, he's retired now, but he's the GOAT.
Oh.
It's called Donovan. Google, let me tell you right now.
Okay, no. Let's stick to the point. We'll get to the soccer later. You are saying your top 5 players who must not miss in the USA.
He's called Landon Donovan. American soccer, he's the GOAT.
Is he better than where?
Which where? Where was a Libyan player?
No, he played for the US team.
George Ware, his son plays for the US. Yeah, but I don't want to talk about the Wares. How can you be the president of one country and your son plays for another country?
Anyway, we were mentioning the top 5 best players.
Of all time?
No, not to miss in the Olympics of 2028. Remember, it will be in the home ground right here in the US. And now,
so you are 5 players who will go to the Olympics.
Yes, and then name your coach.
My coach in 2028. How old will be LeBron by then?
Man, if you could be served LeBron noodles, you'd eat.
Anyway,
you like this man. But
Anyway.
I won't count it
Top
out.
5.
I bet
Top
he'll
5.
play
So
one way or another.
Steve K will be retired, but he said he's not going to coach the US team again. I don't know about the Miami Heat.
I feel like Joe Mazzulla should be the coach.
No, Ty Lue. Ty Lue or JJ Redick.
Bro, what is wrong with you and the Lakers?
But you asked me about my opinion, right?
So should we have David Ham as assistant coach?
What is wrong with me voicing my opinion? You asked me for my opinion.
Because your opinion
And
is
then
very unnecessary all of a sudden.
Then why did you ask it? Why did you ask for it?
Okay, so team, Ty Lue and you
As the head coach.
Uh-huh.
And then
Jason
assisted by JJ Redick and Jason Kidd.
Okay, so we have those 3. Okay.
Yes.
I agree with you in Jason Kidd. Maybe Ty Lue. Okay, continue.
And then team captain.
Mm-hmm.
I foresee
2028.
2028. I foresee Ant being there. Jason Tatum being there. Who else? We need a big. Bam Adebayo might be there. Chet Holmgren.
Hey, this generation is very different. Uh-huh.
How many? I said.
You've said 4.
I said.
Bam Adebayo.
Leave Bam. Bam will come later.
Okay.
Ant.
You said Ant.
I said Tatum.
Chet Holmgren.
Chet. Bam, I'll put it out. I put him as a reserve.
Booker.
Who? Devin Booker. He's not shown any consistency this season, so I don't know if he will go. He might make it. He might. Trae Young. Trae Young there. We need some size. We need size. Let me scan through.
You see how hard it is to form a basketball team without your goat?
But now you agree. You agree.
No,
He's the
because
greatest.
you are struggling.
But I'm trying to. I mean, I don't want to bet on Tyrese Halliburton. He might be there. He will make it for sure. But You told me top 5, so I'm looking at my first 5. Right? So I'll put Bam in there just to get some size because Wemby's not joking in 2028. Who
What
will
about
you put there?
Okay, I agree with your team. The only thing I would say, I might have. Your team is really solid. I might put Jackson Jr. somewhere in there instead of Chet. And then I have Chet as the sub because.
Oh, Ja Morant, bro, and Zion
Ah,
Williams.
yeah. How did we forget? And then, bro, there is
But
one
they're
legend
injured.
we are forgetting. No, bro.
They're
2020,
injured, bro.
2028 will be fine.
But they can't play a full season. How sure are you they will make it? Especially Zion, bro.
Bro, another person is Paolo Banchero. But that team is going to be very different. Every face we see will be new. Yeah, because I also see a possibility of this guy, though he doesn't make much. This Hornets player, LaMelo Ball.
Yeah.
LaMelo
He's
Ball.
making a case for himself this season. That's
Yeah,
for sure.
he's doing good. So we shall see how it goes. Mr. Chief,
Yes.
interesting segment of Keep It Real.
Real.
Let me see what was keeping it real this week.
Before we go to keep it real, as you're searching for that. Yesterday, I saw Kevin Durant promoting FanDuel.
Yes.
If you're familiar with Kevin Durant, I think he's the
owner.
the NBA player with the most tweets, and all his tweets is constantly attacking fans. The latest one being when LeBron got a triple-double and pointed to a fan, and he was asked, why did you point to a fan? And LeBron said the fan told him that he had placed a bet, so he needed a triple-double, and he shouted triple-double, and when he got that rebound, he said, I got you. And then somebody went to that the comment section and attacked KD or highlighted what KD normally does, that LeBron is the GOAT because he plays for the fans, unlike KD who doesn't care. And KD's attention was drawn to that comment, and he said, I don't care, stop betting, find a job to do. So they went back and forth. They went back and forth with this guy. The guy replied and said, oh, you're trash. That's why I'm going to throw all your sneakers that I bought during Christmas, blah, blah, blah. And KD said, I don't care what you do with your sneakers. You already spent your money on them. So it was just a back and forth. But KD has constantly come under fire on Twitter streets. When people bet and then he bet on him and he fails to meet those betting expectations, people go and attack him, and he constantly tell them, find a job, stop betting on me, I already have my job here, I'm getting paid. Do something better with your life, don't just bet. And then yesterday, or a day before yesterday, he was promoting FanDuel, and he was encouraging people to bet on NFL. Is that double speak?
Bro, of course it's double speak, and I think these players will always go back and forth on issues like those, especially when it comes to betting. Let me switch my battery, Chief. 1 sec. Ngad matin. Good. Where get ma? Can you hear me, Chief? Yes, I was telling you, players right now, I think we are getting to a point where players will openly talk about betting. The only thing that you won't see is them talking about betting in the sport that they play in. For instance, like KD, he won't talk about bet on the Suns to beat, you know. Now that is heavily illegal. But yeah,
That again is.
yes, but I feel it's also wrong to tell a player never talk about the team you support in NFL just because, you know. Yeah, it's a little bit unfair, and I am okay with him speaking however he wants about other things. And yes, when it comes to NBA, if LeBron wants to give the person 10 rebounds like he's been giving you all week, let him go ahead and give. If KD does not want, bro, some people are just like, the reason you asked me for a 10th rebound, that's the reason I won't even go get it. You know? So no.
But why would he say that go get a job and stop betting and then tell them
No,
to come back and bet?
like, I think he was these are two different issues. It's the same way you can tell someone. I'm trying to picture a good scenario, but it's the same way.
You
No,
can't
like-
find a good scenario. You can
No,
never
I'm
find a
trying
good
to picture
scenario
something
with
that
that.
you like doing. It's like, let's say we speak about KD in this podcast, and he says, "Oh, you guys stop doing podcasts. Who listens to it anyway? Go find a job." And then tomorrow we see him in Paul George's podcast airing his views. It's not like you are fully, you don't want anything to do with it. You're just in the moment. That podcast you did not want anything to do with that thing.
No, he doesn't just like to
Of course, you know KD doesn't care at all, and he's come out clean saying he doesn't like people being with him. I can't say the word. Yes. But in other news, Chief, you came here in this podcast 2 weeks ago and said this. Black Panther is the most boring movie ever. And I asked you.
I didn't say the most boring movie. I said unpopular opinion. Black
You
Panther
said
is
it.
boring. Black Panther 1 and 2, unpopular opinion.
Only Black Panther 3 is coming in hot in 2026.
Yes.
Now all of
No,
a sudden
I'm
you
looking
are happy.
This one?
Why are you happy, Chief? Tell us. Tell the audience why you are very happy about Black Panther.
I'll just speak from where you left. You're the one who told us that we should understand KD. That when
Thank
he
you for
says this,
defending
he
myself
doesn't
for
mean
you.
it here.
I was looking for a good scenario.
When I said Black Panther 1 is
Yes.
boring and 2 is boring, this is their chance to redeem themselves. That's why they went for Denzel Washington. To bring that oomph, to rejuvenate,
No.
to ignite,
Bro,
to rekindle.
let me tell you why you are wrong. Black Panther 2, the ending of Black Panther 2 created so much suspense and wait for Black Panther 3 that with or without
I
Denzel,
agree.
people will still want to see what happens in Black Panther 3. So far in the Marvel
agree.
franchise, I think Ryan Coogler is the director who is giving us a GOT vibe. But they told me to watch GOT. I'm now on season 4. That thing is burning.
It is
GOT! Bro, it is very
GOT is crazy.
unpredictable. You cannot know what's going to happen next, and you can't count on anyone to live to the end. But that said and done, we'll get to GOT because I'm still watching it at my own pace. With or without Denzel, Black Panther 3 will still be a smash hit. And now you can't just say it will now be a good one because Denzel is there. Of course, whatever Denzel touches will turn into gold. But bro, Black Panther 3 is going to be a masterpiece. Though I know he might just be playing a one hit wonder all, but I'm now even more interested to see. And there was a debate saying Shuri cannot continue being the Black Pantheress, and they're trying to bring it back to, you know, the king of Wakanda. And people are trying to... No. Michael B cannot come back because they killed him in the first episode. So Michael B can't come back. But one big person that they said might come back, he played this movie. I can't remember his name. But I don't think I'll remember his name right now. But he's a very famous guy. But once I remember, I'll let you know. But whoever comes up as Black Panther, I'm sure they'll come up with somebody. Because, you know, even Captain America is being changed. They are now having a person of color as Captain America, the Falcon. Yeah. So there's a lot of changes happening in Marvel. Yeah. But that said and done, I'm really looking forward to this Black Panther 3.
This is going to be the best Black Panther of all time.
Then you'll come here and say in 2026, boring.
Let the fans tell us. Minus Wakanda Forever. I think low-key, unpopular opinion, bro. But let's move on. But still, Wakanda Forever.
I woke up this morning and there was some news happening in Tanzania. I don't know if you heard about Tanzania.
Tell me about it.
Okay, 1 second here. Let me just reset my VPN to Kenya and Tanzania. No. You know how if you're looking at trending topics, wherever you set is where you see the trending news. So I like to flip between Kenya, US, just to see. But I think there was like, I don't know if it was like a crumbling building in Tanzania where people are trapped. And just the other day we saw a building also crumbling in, I think it was somewhere in Kenya too. A building was collapsing, Chief. And I just wanted us to say a very big sorry to whoever is affected with this, bro. Yeah, and the families. Yeah, because I have not gotten enough posts on it yet. I just woke up and I saw someone had posted it online about a crumbling building. I think it is in Tanzania. But once I get enough details, we will get into the heart of the matter and let people know exactly what's going on. Otherwise, Chief, do you have any keep it real that I can dig into?
Yeah, let me just take one here for you. Yes, I have one interesting one. Do you know Bernice Bugo?
I know her, but in very different circumstances.
Okay,
I take my word back. I don't remember Bernice Bugo very well. Who is Bernice Bugo?
What are you not telling us?
I've heard that name. Sounds familiar.
Have you seen this song? What's this guy's name?
Khalid, DJ Khalid.
DJ Khalid. So the song is called "Do You Mind?" Have you seen the video? Do you mind?
I've not seen the video. What is in the video, Chief? Should I look at it?
Bernice Bugo is the video.
Is it a new song?
No, it's not. It's DJ Khalid. Who else? Let me see the artist who are DJ.
Okay. Hey, this one looks juicy. No, I'll just look at the song.
Just Google even you know the blue the blue. Is it Blueprint? Not Blueprint.
Let me check it out here.
Yes.
Oh,
The thumbnail.
This is
it's
not
called
the
the thumbnail.
video. I wanna see the video.
Do you mind the thumbnail of Do You Mind?
Let me just
YouTube
go. Maybe
video is DJ Khalid and Bunny Spoongo.
okay. 1 second.
You see her? Check the YouTube.
I'm looking at it now. Yes.
You see her? Let me see.
It's the song starts automatically. Yes, that's the picture I saw.
Picture?
This one, right?
Go
This
on.
one.
Okay, never mind. Yes.
What has
her.
happened?
That's her. So she's done video vixen.
She's done video vixen.
Yes. I almost bit my tongue. In a couple of songs. So she's known in the celebrity world. What I didn't know is that she's a bartender, bro. But here's the funny part. She says she did bartending job in New York. On her worst night, she made 30,000.
Night.
30 grands. That was on her worst night.
Let me Google now.
Worst night.
Bunny Spoongo live, so I can see why she's getting big tape.
I thought you know her under different circumstances. What? And now on her best night, okay? She made 70 grands. And she did this for 3 years.
And you come distracted. 1 second. Okay. Now I see. I see why she gets the 30,000 on a bad night.
Okay. What do you see that will enlighten our viewers to see as well? What are you seeing that with?
You're killing me, Chief. You're killing me.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to see what I'm seeing, Google the name Bunny Spoongo. Earning, how much is it you said? 30,000 in a good night?
On her worst night, 30,000. On her best night, she earned 70 grands.
Men will die young. Men will die very young. Chief, let's go on. I cannot. Or we can call it quits. Not so many things have happened this week. We've had a... Leave me alone, Chief. Hey! Which bar does... Did she say which bar she attends?
What? No, she didn't.
Oh, she quit. Oh, yeah, I will quit too.
She quit. Oh my goodness. Anyway, moving on. Do you know Stevie Wonder? Let's go.
I know Stevie Wonder. He's I know Stevie Wonder. He sang for Kamala Harris Happy Birthday.
There's a podcast where Kevin Hart and Dr. Dre are talking about Stevie Wonder, right? And Dr. Dre tells Kevin Hart that there's a time they're working on a song and Stevie Wonder called him.
I remember that.
Anyway, we want to dive into the funny part about Stevie Wonder. What I'm trying to bring into this, Carmelo Anthony says in one All-Star game he went. I don't know where this All-Star game was happening, but they met somewhere in an All-Star game when he was playing basketball. So he had a chance to meet the great Stevie Wonder. And ladies and gentlemen, if you know Stevie Wonder, you know he's not visually.
He's visually impaired, yeah.
So, yes. So, the first interaction of Stevie Wonder and Carmelo Anthony, Stevie Wonder shook Carmelo's hand, okay? And he told Carmelo, I love watching you play.
I didn't mean to laugh very hard. I apologize. But I think, let me tell you something. I think Stevie Wonder, people who have interacted with him close enough, they know he's a master of dark humor. He's someone who has accepted that he's visually impaired, and even him telling Carmelo Anthony that. And I think I saw a post like that also on Instagram. I think that's something he allowed to go outside, you know. I think, you know, sometimes I've seen people openly critique or accept that they have this disability and they're going to make fun of it. It is just the other day I was on TikTok and I saw a dog, chief, but this dog was missing one leg. So this dog only had 3 legs. Apparently this dog's name is IHOP. Because every time so Ondiek, disability is not inability. You can you can still have fun.
Inability.
You can embrace what you lack and make something out of it, chief. We know one of my best pastors.
Yes, that's true.
Is this Australian native who does not have limbs or legs, you know. I don't know if you know him. He's very short and he likes preaching from the top of a stool or a table. What's his name? I must find his name, chief. He's called Nick Vujicic. The name is very tough. Yeah, Nick Vujicic. He doesn't have limbs and he doesn't have arms. If you Google him, you'll know him right off the bat. I think one time he was one of the most popular people in the world. Yeah. And he talks about the things he tries to do. And he talks about one time he was, I think, driving his car. And at the red light, someone kept looking at him. And all he did was just spin around. And this man thought this guy just broke his neck. 360. While sitting on the driver's seat. Not knowing that this guy was limbless, chief. You know, so sometimes he makes fun out of his disability by brightening other people's lives. So Steve Wonder, I'm sure he told Carmelo Anthony that as a comic relief. You know, and I remember even that topic you're saying, Dr. Dre and Kevin Hart. Dr. Dre said, you know, he doesn't, he cannot tell whether it's 3 a.m. or 10 p.m., you know. To him, it's always midnight.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and all the best to the dog known as IHOP, man.
I know. Well, that's an interesting name to, you know, name your dog because they miss it. I mean, dogs really don't give a any about it, but
yeah. But anyway, chief, I don't have any much. I don't have much to say. My dogs are going crazy. I gotta bounce. Unless you have anything else to add, we can call it a wrap right there, chief. Yeah, we might meet again.
I just want to, you know, we once promised our fans that we, in the spirit of our anniversary,
yes,
we're going to do something special to us and to them,
yes,
to the people watching, and we can categorically state your word in your favor that those plans are in place, and God willing, soon we will unveil them to, you know, people to share with our community.
Yes, this is heart of the matter, and whatever we do here, we also do it for the community. We like getting to the heart of the matter of issues that are going around, chief. But that just reminds me, chief, a very short story. A friend of mine was telling me a story which I was so confused, bro, and I feel like so many people out here are suffering just because of, maybe, I don't want to say lack of knowledge, but lack of resource, chief. And I feel like whatever we were talking about, which we will disclose later, But I think we should really reach out to people with such deep stories, Chief. My very short story.
Okay, tell me about it.
My friends, I'll just say there's a mother somewhere in where we come from in Kenya who was diagnosed as visually impaired for life. Yes, and there was nothing that could be done, and so that was the end of for her too. And she was not yet very old; she was like only 46, and now she had to live the rest of her life without seeing, Chief. Until my friend visited Kenya one time and saw this condition, and apparently because she was here in the US, he was here in the US, he had seen someone with the same thing who did a LASIK surgery, Chief. I think it's a LASIK surgery where they operate on your eye and stuff. And he recommended, like, why don't you do this? And this lady didn't know anything about LASIK surgery, Chief. And when they inquired, they realized it's 25,000 Kenya shillings for that surgery. Yes, and this man footed the bill, 25,000, and paid for that LASIK surgery. Do you know?
May this man be blessed.
Do you know by this time this man was like, this lady had been blind for 2 years, and at 48 after the surgery, she could see again, and she could see just because of 25,000 Kenya shillings, she would have lived the rest of her life blind. So you really touched me with whatever we talked earlier, and I'm like, if we can get those small stories around, and we can gather team of Heart of the Matter who are here and in Kenya and wherever they're watching in the world to support such cases, because I really felt, yeah, this lady did not even know how to thank this man. She was very excited, bro. Do you know, living 2 years blind, knowing that is it, only for someone to come and see what you are going through, and is like, you know what, have you tried this? And they're like, no, the doctor said I'm blind. No research, no nothing, bro. And this man, if he didn't fly for vacation in Kenya and met her, this lady will still be blind to date, Chief. So as we started the podcast with him experiencing a blackout and saying Ruto must go, so shall we end this podcast. We've spread positivity.
Ruto must go. I think what you just mentioned, it goes to say to give the state of hospitals back at home, and that's why we are calling for Ruto must go. Because
I think the doctors are nonchalant. I was taught that word, nonchalant. It means don't care. They care less.
No, don't say
no,
that.
not the
Doctors are not.
Not the doctors. Okay, yeah, not the doctors, but bro, some of them. Because, bro, look at the situation where... No, listen. I'm looking at it in a situation where this is someone who has not been paid for 4 months, Chief. You will be nonchalant, Chief, because you're just seated in hospital. People are coming to you. Oh, I need this done. Bro, you've not gotten your salary for all this time. You'll give them Panadol and let them go. As much as you know you are supposed to serve. It's not their liking. It's the circumstance that's putting them there. And I always tell you, Chief, everyone in this world is in a position to do something. They have just not been pushed to that limit. Like, you can't tell me.
That's why I said, that's why I said, and this is your take home. We will deal with the doctors later. Let's not lose the sight of a gazelle to a dashing squirrel. These doctors are dashing squirrel. The gazelle here is this whole cabal, the morass of Moledal in is it State House?
You really don't like the State House figures.
Once that cabal and that morass is taken out, is rooted out, and on Thursday the Gen Zs are going to go walk this government out of office. Do you know on Thursday they're
I
going
heard.
to, you know,
So I heard.
We are going to sing that song, "Baby, when night starts to fade out." Fired up the lighter. Do you know that song?
I know Tyrese Riley, but his favorite is
The-
sorry is a sorry word. I've never heard before. Now sorry is a sorry word.
Dick,
You know this song, bro? Let me play it for you. Say,
please.
ah.
You can do anything else in this life. It's okay, but don't come closer to a studio.
Chief, this man sang. Now sorry is a sorry word. I don't wanna hear it no more.
Don't do it. I say, don't do it. We're going to ban you here. But anyway, yes. Dick, Thursday, Shutdown KE is happening. We want to wish Gen Zs an amazing time during that moment. It's not gonna be amazing. But
May
we
they
want
not
to wish
die.
them
May
all
they
the
be
best.
may they be safe.
Be safe. Be vigilant. Be your brother's keeper. Carry water. Be peaceful. I think that's the most important thing. Be peaceful, and the police do your job. Keep the protesters safe. Keep them out of trouble. Protect the properties. Don't shoot. Don't use live ammunition. Don't use extra force. We don't want baby showers. The government should be responsible for its citizens, even if they say, Undiek, you started this podcast by saying that customer service is paramount. And in business, they say the most valuable feedback you can ever get are from those unsatisfied customers. And right now, the Kenyan government, your people are the most amazing feedback you're getting from this whole administration is people are unsatisfied by the kind of services you guys are giving them. It is high time you come down your high horse and meet people where they want you to meet them, because they're the one who instilled you into power. So we are sending a stern warning to the police, to this government, to this administration. Stop killing, stop abducting people. Let people exercise their mandate, their right that is in the Constitution. The people may. You know, the people may. Shut down KE 21st.
Very well, Chief. I hear you. The people of the Gen Z department have heard you. And as we conclude, it's been real, Chief. I don't have anything to add, maybe just to deduct. But until we meet again, peace be unto you. This is Heart of the Matter.
Pluto must go. Mr. Must go, must go.